Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm so glad you're here. As I've been seeing a lot of things come up with Christians discussing this topic, my heart has just been really burdened, and I know you don't need another Christian's opinion on Halloween, but I just really want to try and unite Christians because I see so much division on this topic. So we're going to talk about Halloween. Should Christians celebrate it? Can Christians celebrate it? How should we respond when another Christian disagrees with us on this topic? Full disclosure, you guys, feel free to disagree with me on this. I know there's going to be disagreements, but I urge you to hear me out on this topic. The topic of Halloween is muchly debated, and I fall in the minority, I think, of Christians who do stuff on Halloween. I don't necessarily say I celebrate Halloween because I don't celebrate what Halloween actually is. I don't do any of the just demonic or scary things, the witchcraft stuff. I stay as far away from that stuff as possible. But I wasn't always like that. Growing up, I wanted to be into all the scary stuff. I wanted to buy like scary Halloween costumes and decorate things all scary. And I actually get scared very easily, which is kind of funny that I actually wanted to do anything scary. But anyways, it was after I got saved that there was a year specifically I remember putting out some decorations that we had, and I just felt very convicted. I was putting out these bones, these just, I don't know, the string lights. They were bones, and I was putting them out on our porch. And I just felt like this isn't right. I don't like this. I shouldn't be decorating with this stuff. And from then on, I just totally kind of switched my focus off of anything scary because I was listening to my convictions. I am all for people totally avoiding Halloween. If that is something that you feel so convicted about, please, please, please don't ignore that. I am never going to tell you to ignore your convictions or to do exactly what I'm doing. But I don't feel the conviction of I need to avoid this day altogether. One, it is a day that the Lord has made. I fully believe that. It is not Satan's day. I will never give him a whole day. Do people do really dark and demonic stuff on Halloween? Absolutely. That's why Christians really should be banding together in prayer. If they can't unite on other things, band together in prayer. That is a day where we should be praying against the darkness that is being perpetrated on that certain day, but that day is still the Lord's. He is still king over October 31st. He doesn't just step back and let Satan have the day. It's not his day. God makes the sun rise and the sun set on October 31st. God creates the moon on October 31st that people try and use in dark ways, but God is still God over everything. So Halloween, October 31st, is still a day that God has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. Now, if you want nothing to do with the traditions that people do on Halloween, that's fine. But as a Christian, I still have my light on. I still pass out candy. I still like to dress up. I'll give you some examples of literally nothing scary because it's fun to create a costume. Is it sinful to wear a costume? No, because you could wear it any other day of the year and it wouldn't be sinful. So why is it sinful only on that day? As Christians, you guys, we know it's about our hearts. It's not about the action. It's about our hearts in the action. My heart is not sinful in wearing a costume and passing out candy to kids. What's really frustrating and sad to me is when I see other Christians literally casting condemning judgment off of people passing out candy like they are worshiping Satan himself. You cannot pass that judgment as a Christian because that is a heart thing. I do not worship Satan. If you've chosen to do absolutely nothing on October 31st, I'm in favor of that. Go for it. I'm not going to tell you not to do that. Sorry, the lighting's getting so bright. Hello, Lord. Welcome to the party. We cannot continue to have this condemning spirit toward people who have fallen on a different conviction than us. I want to be available for my neighbors. What other time do we have where our neighbors literally come to our door, where we can be a light to them? We can give the kids candy. I mean, last year, Nick and I dressed up as Aladdin and Jasmine. We had some of my family over and they were dressed up just to pass out candy and hang out with each other. And I opened the door and these two little girls dressed in like princess costumes saw me as Princess Jasmine and they freaked out. They were like, "It's Princess Jasmine!" And they were so happy. And I mean, it honestly was one of my favorite moments of the day. It was like being in Disneyland and having kids be so excited to see that Disney princess that they love, you know? And is Disneyland sinning and wearing costumes? I can say with full certainty, my family and I do not worship evil on Halloween. We do not worship evil. We never will worship evil. I think the things that Christians can partake in are anything that's not sinning. Where is your heart on October 31st? Are you making light of evil? That is wrong. That's why I literally stay away from anything evil. But candy is not a sin. A costume that's not evil is not a sin. And being there for your neighbors is not a sin. I don't think it's a sin to take your kids trick-or-treating. I understand that people don't want to partake in it at all. But I see it as, I am not sinning in this. I don't feel convicted that my heart is sinning in this. And I'm just so saddened that people will condemn others for these very simple, innocent acts done on a particular day. And that is what they are griping and complaining about, is because it's done on a particular day. If I did it on November 1st and kids were trick-or-treating on November 1st, if you have a party, a costume party before Halloween, it's not on October 31st, is that still sinning, or is it only sinning when the party's on October 31st? I'm trying to understand why people are condemning people. These aren't sins we're talking about. If you are dabbling in darkness on Halloween, you are absolutely sinning and you should stop. If you have anything to do with the deeds of darkness on Halloween, you are in the wrong. But there are ways to not even celebrate. We don't celebrate anything on Halloween as Christians. There's nothing to celebrate. But you can do things to partake and be a part of your community and do something with the day that the Lord has given you. So it's like I don't have a celebration mindset toward Halloween, but I still partake in things. It's almost like unbelievers who partake in Christmas. They're definitely not celebrating Jesus. They could care less about Jesus, but the day is for Christians to celebrate Jesus. That is the point of Christmas. So someone who has literally nothing to do with the deeds of darkness, quote unquote, celebrating or partaking in festivities of Halloween that aren't sinful, is not automatically celebrating and worshiping evil. Please, Christians, we can disagree. Or even if it's not disagreement, we can say, I understand that's where you fall right now, and I'm gonna love you and respect you. This is where I fall, and I don't want anything to do with it. I think we can have both and still be united as Christians. I'm a little scared that people won't hear my message and won't hear my heart behind this. Because when a Christian says, well, I still do something on Halloween, or I still pass out candy, it's like that's the only thing that some people hear, and then they get angry and they comment and tell the other person that they're in the wrong. They should have nothing to do with Halloween. And if that's where you fall and that's your conviction, please listen to it. But please hear someone else's heart on this. I fully believe I am not sinning in my heart when I pass out candy to kids on October 31st. And I pray, and I think we all should unite. If we can't unite on anything else, we should unite in prayer specifically on that day, because we know that so many people are going to be doing so much darkness on that day, dabbling in so much wickedness. But God is still king over that day, and God still saves lives on October 31st. I really do love you guys, and I'm asking that we be kind to one another, even if we disagree with them. What would Jesus want us to do right now? Would he want us having this condemning spirit? Or would he want us to listen and to love and to hear out where the other person is coming from? I hope that you have at least given me a listening ear. But trust me when I say I love Jesus. I stay clear away from the deeds done in darkness. But deeds done in darkness are done every single day. Not just on October 31st. I'm burdened, and that's why I'm making this video. And I'm not making it because I want us to argue about it. I'm actually making this because I want us to stop arguing about it. So can we try our best to extend grace to those that fall on a different side than us? We have been given so much grace. Can we please just extend that on both sides? You are not any better for not doing anything on Halloween, and you are not any better for doing something on Halloween. Both sides have had people in the wrong with their treatment and their judgment towards people on the other side. Those are my thoughts. And on Halloween, we're gonna have our family over again. I don't know if we're gonna get any trick-or-treaters. We may not. I don't know with the restrictions if any kids are gonna show up, but we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna have hot apple cider available for any parents that may want a hot drink to warm up their hands. That was something that was really heavy on Nick's heart. He wanted to reach out in that way, and I thought that was so sweet. So we're gonna be extending our treats and our drinks, and our light's gonna be on, and we are going to welcome our neighbors and be kind and welcome them with a smile, because we really need that. We really need that. That's what we are doing. If you don't agree with it, that is totally fine. It works for us. We love doing it. What are you doing for October 31st? I won't even say Halloween, because that in general, when people just say Halloween, they think of something evil. It's just a word, but I know where you're going, okay? But anyways, what are you doing on that day, if you're doing anything? But let me know your thoughts as respectfully as you can. Pray about it before you post it. That always helps me. And then I usually have to delete it. I'm done babbling. That is my whole thoughts on should Christians celebrate Halloween, or can they? I believe there's freedom in it as long as you're not sinning. And for those that think if you do anything on Halloween it's sinful, I just need more evidence than that. I'm done. I'm gonna keep rambling if I don't end the video now, but thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.